Where you been? Come on, man. It's been a while. I need you guys to step it up. Be here on time because I'm expecting you guys to learn from these videos. And if you're not here, then I can't really teach you. So, this is Ask Hypnotica 44. That's right. It's been a while. I've been traveling. I went to Bali, checked out some cool stuff there. Obviously, I went with a different type of look here. And if you're a guy, one of my experiments, as you know, I like to experiment, is to wonder, what am I missing out there? Like, how are women going to respond to this look, okay, over the other looks? And I'm fascinated by that, and I like to test it out. I like to go out there and do something. So this is my old man Logan look, okay? And if you're not a comic book fan, you probably don't know what that means, but there it is. But that wasn't the goal of me doing that. Was not that. It just happens that me and that guy kind of have parallels. We run similar. So let's get into the question because it's been a while, but I'm ready to rock and roll, and I'm pumped because tomorrow a new president of the United States goes there, and hopefully we can get it all figured out, straightened up, and we can have world peace, okay? Because the other way wasn't happening, okay? Which could go into this whole thing about when you give shit away for free, man, there's going to be cutbacks, man. I'm just going to say there's going to be cutbacks. We're going to tighten things up, and people are going to have to work, and that's a good thing. People should work. You want to raise the standard. You never want to drop it, man, okay? So that's just my own little 2-cent soapbox thing because I'm pumped. Anyways, let's get to the question. It's over there. So, hey, Eric, you have mentioned a lot in your videos that you juice and that you recommend it. I have read that smoothies are even preferable to juices because they contain more vitamins and minerals. What do you think of smoothies, or why do you prefer juicing? Well, first of all, wherever you heard that from, bullshit, all right? There is nothing more nutritious than green juicing, okay? I don't care what anyone says, ain't gonna happen. Here's the problem, all right? Smoothies, oh man, they taste good, all right? Loaded with sugar, and you can put all kinds of fruits in there, but here's the bottom line, man. 15% of your diet should be fruits. That's about it. Why? Because there's way too much sugar in there, okay? These have been hybrid over hundreds and hundreds and actually thousands of years if you really want to bring it back, but they've been modified, right? This is not the original fruit. If it was the original fruit, hey man, I'm sure it would be awesome. But the problem is there's too much sugar. And like I said, you add blueberries and bananas and strawberries and you put honey, okay? You're looking at like diabetes 101, and you think you're being healthy, okay? And I hate to say that fruit is actually kind of the bad guy, okay, because of fructose. And I want to talk a little bit about fructose, okay? Fructose acts just almost like fat, okay? It gets transferred, converted right into fat. And cancer cells, okay, and I sometimes I mishear things, okay, but I've heard this. It's either 17 or 70 times cancer cells prefer fructose to feed themselves over white sugar. Yeah, it's hard to believe that fructose is actually worse than white sugar, but cancer cells, they like it more. And I hate to be the bad guy here because we're all raised on fruit is good for you, okay? Moderate levels of fruit, okay? If you have a really sickening disease like cancer, no fruit whatsoever, okay? Stick to the green juices. Now, here's the problem when it comes to blending. So you put all the fruits in a blender, okay, and then you blend it up, okay, and it's whipping around and stuff like this. Now, usually smoothies, you got to blend for a long time to really kind of get it to that smooth level. And what happens is it's whipping around and it's actually oxidizing the vitamins and the minerals in there. It's basically making it less potent. The more you blend it, the more it spins around and the more oxygen goes through on these high super speed levels, okay, the less nutrient dense it's going to be. And there's one point I want to make here, okay? If you're talking about blending green juices, okay, and stuff like that, okay, it's better than not. They say you should actually chew your drink and drink your food. I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. Is it green juice smoothie, okay, or is it like a sugar fruit smoothie, whatever it is, okay? Bottom line is it's the sugar addiction in the smoothies that make it taste great, and people really want for it to be good. Trust me. I did, and it took me a long time to get off of it, and it was like I was battling back with my force. I'm like, no, it's good. I want it to be good, but it's, in reality, it's not. Sugar addiction, number one addiction, hardest one for me to kick, hands down, okay? And I've done everything, okay? Sugar addiction, done deal, man. It's over, okay? It took me a long time, and I still got to watch myself. I can't even go there because if I go there, it's like binge monster comes out. It's like, raw, go through the kitchen and just eat everything that has sugar in it. Okay, so for me, it's all or nothing. But I really realized that I feel a hell of a lot better, okay, by doing the green juices. And here's the difference. Think of this like whipping around. That's why it really helps to have like a slow juicer, okay? And there's a slow juicer, which is more like a wheatgrass juicer. And then there's the typical like a champion juicer. Now, each are good. And what I like to do is I actually have two of them. So I put like the bases, and the bases are basically like the celery, the cucumbers, the things that have a lot of water and stuff like that. The garlic, if I'm doing turmeric, if I'm doing ginger, all that goes into that thing. And it's still going pretty fast, so it's going to lose a little bit, but not too much, all right? It's your best bet. And a Champion brand juicer is the best. It's a workhorse. They were like built in the 70s, some of them, and the engine's just amazing. You go out these little cheap ones and Costco's and things like this. They just, you can tell the difference, big difference, okay? And you can get them on Craigslist for about 80 to 100 bucks. Don't pay more than that, but you'll get something and it's going to last for a long time. Now the slow juicer, okay, it doesn't oxidize anything. It doesn't heat it up. So when you're doing sprouts, which is a live food, and we talked about that, you're getting pure nutrition. Just like it's basically the blood. You're basically getting the blood right from the plant. And plant blood is basically exactly the same as human blood. You can actually like do a plant infusion by just drinking lots and lots of really, really healthy green juice that are sprouted, because it's basically the exact same structure except for one little difference. One has a molecule center that is magnesium, and one has a center that is iron. Okay, so that's the only difference. Other than that, it's exactly the same. So when you're drinking like plant blood and chlorophyll, it's a power source for you. So I would stick with that. That's my own personal preference. You're going to hear people all over, and trust me, people do not want to hear that you can't eat fruits, okay? It's not them talking. It's the sugar addiction saying, no, no, no. Just letting you know, okay? If you really want to step it up to that optimal level, go with the green juices, slow juice if possible, and you're going to feel 100 times better. Trust me, I went it both ways. I know this thing, okay? Because I suffered for a long time trying to go back and forth, and sugar addiction, man, it's a good one. All right, you got it? Cool. I'm feeling good about it. Are you? We'll see you next week on Ask Hypnotica 45.